Hello. I am declaring that I'm gonna start, I forgot the name of it. No Pan Left Behind. So the first step is to go through all my eyeshadow palettes and write them down. I have a mix of ones that are out that are in my Shop My Stash right now. And then I have this makeup bag that holds all of my other palettes. So I'm gonna put them in the app, a spinner wheel app, and I'm gonna put all of my palettes in that app. And I'm gonna show you all of my palettes right now. Though there's one I need to grab because it's in my bag from work because I bought it just the other day.
Stay with me. 真夜中のドアを叩き帰らないでと泣いたあの季節が今目の前 Stay with me 口癖を言いながら二人の時を抱いてまだ忘れず大事にしていた
Let's go. Oh, I can't. Okay. The Joocyee purples. I forget what the real name is. All right. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my bathroom.
Hi, you want to say hello? Come here. Come here. Come say hello. Ah!
Oh, okay. Okay. It's the Joocyee brand. I forget what it's called, but I just call it the purple palette. The first step is eye primer. I've been using this Milani one for the past like 3 years. It's probably expired, but I'm gonna use the viewfinder, or I also have a mirror right in front of me. I'm kind of feeling this like pinky brown row on the top. So I think I'm gonna use this shade Salty Apricot. And then the back of the palette doubles as a mirror. So I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. Chase is in the litter box and my camera is on the litter box, so we're gonna see what happens. I think that color does look like a salty apricot. I'm trying to figure out my angles. I've never filmed a makeup tutorial before or like a makeup video, so bear with me. So that's what that is looking like. Next, I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna use this guy right here, which, let me read the back, is Warm Soil. I like these names. And then The eye shape I like to do, I like to just follow what my eyes naturally look like, and so I do a dot on like the end of my eyes and then a little bit in the middle. Ooh, this mirror's messing me up. And then I kind of just like blend that. I have pretty hooded eyes, so I feel like I try to stick to doing like a halo eye situation. I feel like that looks the best on me. But I really just like make it up as I go along. Next I'm gonna go in with this kind of like pinky shade, which is cardamom. And I'm gonna put that in the middle of the lid. Okay, so I need to blend way better. Oh my god. Okay. I like this palette because you get color, but it's also like pretty natural. Like it doesn't look out of place. Or like, I don't know, maybe it does look out of place. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna darken this up a little bit with this shade, which is Cold Wood. Cold Wood. Also, I don't usually I don't usually use this brush. It's just I'm too lazy to clean my brushes, so we're improvising. Holy. Okay, so this eye kind of got away from me. You know what? Why are you so far away? Yeah, this eye kind of got away from me, but oh my god. It doesn't look bad, right? It doesn't look bad. Please. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, and it's a good thing I wear glasses. Okay. 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 This eye is a lot darker than this eye. I don't know how to fix that. Okay, so I wasn't going for a smoky eye, but I guess I'm doing a smoky eye because at this point, like, just my whole eye is like gone. I think my issue is this brush. I should not have been using this brush. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try this look. Hey, that kind of worked. Yeah. Yeah. I'm learning very quickly. I don't know anything about makeup. I'm going back into Salty Apricot. And we're just going to try and lighten this up a little. That might be as good as it's going to get. Not that it's bad, but it's not good. Yeah, it looks like I just like shoved stuff on my eye, which I mean I did. But I have a serial habit of just using one brush because I refuse to switch brushes. But I think I need to switch brushes. I don't know. Yeah, I should have been using this from the start. Oh my god, okay. And then going back into, what was that one called? Cardamom. Okay, I think that's the best. I think that's the best my base is gonna get. See, it's very subtle. But when you see it, you see it. Let me get my... Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm just blinding myself. Yeah, what do we think? I'm gonna put glitter on now. I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is called Pink Lake. Pink Lake. And I'm just gonna use my finger. And we're gonna just go for it. Oh, I think that saved everything. I think that saved everything. Pink Lake just saved everything. Packed for me. This is Moonlight Lake. I'm kind of just gonna pat it. Okay, I'm gonna step into the light. I'm gonna zoom in. So, this is what we got going on. I'm not really a mascara or an eyeliner person. So this is about as much as I like to do for my eyeshadows. And I'll show you with some more indoor lighting. And I'll show you in the mirror. Oh, that's gorgeous. This is the bronzer blush I really like to use. It's Flower Nose, Shell's Jewel Collection, and I think it's Beach Starfish. And it's a blush, but I like to wear it as a bronzer. And then Physicians Formula Strawberry Jam. I really like this as like an all over the face, all over the cheek blush. I recently learned I'm like neutral cool toned, so I feel like this pink looks really good on me. Oh, I'm doing a lot. Okay. And then this is my new favorite blush of all time. It's the Sweetie Bear in Garden Picnic. I just think it's my, I think it's my perfect blush. I think it really is. Like, when I naturally flush, I flush this color. And it's so sheer that like, it's the kind of blush where like, I know I'm wearing blush, but you might not know that I'm wearing blush. And I really like products like that. Okay, I think we're done. And final look. I would put on highlighter, but I don't feel like it. So let's go to the desk. If I can turn this camera off. Hello, welcome to my desk. This is how I'm going to track my project. And so each square correlates to a square of the palette. Okay, so I used
The shade. The shade. The shade. Did I? Yes. The shade. The shade.
and then lastly this shade. So I immediately just took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just took out 6 shades in a 12 shade palette.
Stay with me 真夜中のドアを叩き
And then for day 2, I forgot to film me doing the look, but I wore more like purpley cool toned, and I wore it to work. It was a really late night shift, like I got home at midnight. I definitely will do this look again.
まだ忘れず大事にしていた恋と愛とは違うものだよとゆうべ言われたそんな気もするわ二度目の冬が来て離れていたあなたの心振り返ればいつもそこにあなた
It just came to me now. I was like, wait.
Wait, Logan, come look. Luggy. What do you think?
I like it. No, not my little bowl cut.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I did the challenge. I used every shade, and now I get to pick a new palette. No! Okay. I want a neutral palette so bad. I got the Pink Swan palette, which is this one. And that's what that looks like. I was really hoping for something neutral because I've been wanting to do more neutral looks. But this is fine. I really liked the purple one, especially since I have leaned more into cool tones, and I feel like this is a good cool toned without being icy palette.
Okay, so my phone just stopped recording, so I don't know what I left off saying, but my favorite shadow has always been this purple one because I just feel like a porcelain doll whenever I wear it. Like, it really just makes the rest of my base and my skin look so smooth and not white, but like bright. Like, everything is super bright, and it like kind of fades all my dark spots and all that. A new favorite for me is definitely this shimmer shade right here, because I learned that if something doesn't look purple enough, if I just put that over it, because it's a clear base purple shimmer, it just reflects purple. So I think it's a really good like enhancing shade. But yeah, basically I really like this palette. I've liked it since it came in the mail. I also really like that you can take the shades out, though once you take the shades out, they aren't that stable, and that's why I'm holding it at an angle, because if I hold it like this while it's open, one or two of them is gonna fall out, because I like to shift them around. But I really like this palette. I was also doing this palette at the same time, and so far I have not used this once. I have not reached for this, and I think that's because I knew going into this, if I just did one palette, I would hate myself, because I'm a really indecisive person and I'm really stubborn. So are you guys okay? They're brawling. I don't know. So if I'm not gonna do something I don't want to do, so I like to give myself options, and I think having two palettes that I can switch between will be really helpful for when I pull a palette that I don't want to use, because then I can switch to the other one. So I have yet to touch this palette, and it's not because it's bad, it's just it's really vibrant and it's really sparkly. Now, the palette that I chose via the wheel to replace this one, you guys, okay, I don't know. The palette that I chose to replace the Joocyee one is the Flower Nose Pink Swan. This is one of the first ever palettes that I bought. I had like two resurgences of wearing makeup in my life. Once in like high school, middle school, and then second during COVID, because I don't know, I didn't like wearing makeup to school. But then once I was home, I was like, you know what? No one's gonna see me. So I really played around a lot more. And Flower Nose is one of the brands that really got me into makeup again. So I bought this one. It was my first ever Flower Nose purchase. And I didn't know it was literally like such neon pink. Like, it's really like, that's pink. And I've only worn this palette maybe like 5 times, because every time I wear it on my eyes, I just think to myself, that is so pink. I did a school project once where I was like an angel. It was for a set design class, and I had to set design, and I used this palette, and I felt so bougie and cool, and I think I looked really good as an angel. I'm more excited to use this than this, so I will probably stick to this one and keep ignoring this one until I pull something that I'm not excited about. Here is my checklist so far. As we can see, the Joocyee is completed. Cherry Up Ambition has not been started, and I just made this for the Pink Swan. Yeah, I really think this No Pan Left Behind is gonna be really great for me. You can really see that like I've literally barely touched this. A lot of the shadows have like barely any dip, especially this brown. Not until recently did I start to appreciate browns and neutrals and like deeper colors. Like I'm definitely still forcing myself to be more comfortable with deeper tones. Like I need to work on it more. I feel like all my eye looks, especially today, I mean, it's been 6 hours and it's midnight, so it's like rubbed off, but you can see there's not a lot of contrast. Everything is kind of the same tone. I want to get more well acquainted with my own palettes that I already have and I've already spent money on. I've also been really into project panning, but I find that really hard to do with eyeshadow because I'm very indecisive and stubborn, and I don't like being forced into a box because then I get bored. So I think of this as I'm going through and I'm using my collection, but I'm doing it in a way that's more fun for me because I get that variety. But yeah, that is one palette down. I believe 21 more to go. We'll see what happens. I'm excited and I'm gonna do my makeup tomorrow. And then I will be back with an update. I'll be back with an update when I finish another palette, which probably won't be that far because the Flower Nose one is 6 shades. Like, come on. Okay. Boys, say goodbye. They crack me up. Okay, that's it for this update. Bye.